the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. I feel good this week. How y'all doing?
We good.
I am the RJ.
Only known as
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
It's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman.
24/7.
I'm better than us, KDD.
Take that. Sport fact of the week.
I'm gonna throw you a bone. Ken. It's been a rough week for your boy. So I'm gonna take it back to when he was on 1.5. So February 14th, 2019, Russell Westbrook.
Oh. What did
Makes
I
it-
my boy? No?
Ain't your boy no more?
Hold on, wait a second. I ain't never say he was my boy.
Hey, he yours for at least the rest of this season.
Shit.
But he recorded a triple-double, 44 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, in the NBA record 11th consecutive game as the Thunder typically lose to New Orleans 131 to 122.
A lot of stats, a lot of L's.
But 11 straight triple-doubles, that's some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So shout out to Russ. Better days.
I also want to shout out somebody on this pod before we get into the actual show itself. Now, there have been a few times throughout the show where I'm like, do you want me to put lock in his prediction officially? Lock in the prediction. Sometimes people are like, yeah, lock it in. Eric was right. He said, I can't give you the date. I'm going to have to go back and find the date. But it was prior to November 17th. So it was a while ago. He said that either Dante or Grayson would be traded by the Bucks before the trade deadline. And Dante was gone. Shout out to a prediction come true.
Hey.
Pull the receipts.
John Stradamus. Is that how you has a nice ring to it.
I also call it an implosion in Brooklyn, but we'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
All right. Let's get
Boy.
Boy. Let's get into it. All right.
Okay.
First up, that Super Bowl. Listen, the Bengals came. They put up a fight. It was cute.
It was cute. It was a nice fight.
But what we thought would happen, happened. And that was the fact that eventually that O-line gave out. And Rams took it 23-20. Pretty good game if you ask me. But I want to know y'all opinion, what y'all think about the Super Bowl game. How was y'all feeling?
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was enjoyable. And I'm sure if I was an actual fan of either squad, I would have been pins and needles at the end of the game, ready to fight everybody. Shut up, don't talk to me. Watch the game. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it did. And this just came down to the last play.
Like all other playoff
They tried, man. They didn't turn it on before halftime. Or actually, shit, they had the lead. They could have kept the damn lead. Congratulations to the Rams.
They could have kept the lead.
Oh, no, the Bengals.
No, they couldn't. The O-line folded.
Hey, but that O-line, even though they kept up a lot still.
No, that's from
But no, that O-line, they really, I mean, they did what they did all season. Honestly, it was expected that they would get in, that the Rams would run through that line once in
Joe
that game.
Burrow was sacked the Super Bowl career high.
He was.
Of sacks. Like, say they did their job and they gave up a career number of sacks.
No. They did what they do, is what I think. They did what they've always done all season, and they've managed, and they almost managed on Sunday too.
Almost don't count.
I hear you.
Because eventually, like, he's getting the ball out real quick. He was really trying to, try to beat the pressure. But, like, it's not going to happen all game. That O-line's just not good enough for that.
I mean, they was wearing their ass out, bro. It was terrible. Hey, that's what I was saying. Every time he came to Donald, just one hand. Hey, yo. Like, damn. Von Miller come out the other side. Like, bro. Like, it was. And then they was just stacking them two is gross, bro. Gross. Von Miller and Aaron Donald. Like, that's disgusting. It's not fair to an extent. But they're not vetoing trades in the NFL. They let it happen.
I was like, what's going on?
Where you going, fam?
What the hell?
How you feel about it?
I wanted the Bengals to win. I fucks with y'all, man. And like Camille said, like it came down to what we thought it was. It was the O-line, and the Rams defense was just too much for them. It was enjoyable. It was very enjoyable. Yeah, it was a good game. It was closer than I thought it was. I didn't think it was gonna come down to like it came literally down to the last like drive down there.
It was one of those things where it was like they had the battle line, but the Rams had Matt Stafford, which means he's gonna throw at least one interception.
He gonna give it to you at least once.
And they can run.
And that run, they kept trying too. The Rams run game was going nowhere. Couldn't do nothing.
You know, I was actually impressed with the Bengals defensive line.
They got a good defense.
Like,
Yeah,
their defense, like
defense
Trey
really
Henderson
good.
was a Pro Bowler for a reason. But like Jesse Bates got his pick, even though he had a rough year. But they did Eli Apple. We'll get to that.
Like I tweeted out at the end of the game, you employ Eli Apple, that bill comes due eventually.
Like damn, everybody playing hard, but you.
Everybody was. It was so many players
On
roasting
his
Eli Apple.
Heels
And I didn't realize that he had talked bad about
Everybody,
New
yeah.
Orleans.
in New York.
I mean, the city. He said New Orleans was smelliest, weakest. I'm like, dang. He said the food wasn't that good. I said, no, you didn't.
Now that's just a bold-faced lie.
Like you just
Right.
talking right now.
He was going to the wrong places. Nigga.
All right, where was you at?
Exactly.
All receivers came out the woodworks on his ass, bro.
It
The whole
was everybody. Like receivers, running backs, other defensive backs. Lamar Jackson got in there.
I
Like
got a picture of him smoking the Eli or the apple
Eli
pack.
pack.
The apple pack.
like, bro, when he came out of that play action and Cup was open in the back of the end zone, I kid you not. As soon as he said hike and rolled out, I was watching. I was like, oh, there go Cup. It's wide open. Sam was like, wow. I was like, dude, as soon as he said hike and he just even turned, Cup was gone wide open.
that was Rams. First of all, Chris Collinsworth. That was not like one of the greatest drives in NFL Super Bowl history. Like they got bailed out by call, which there was a questionable holding penalty there.
Yeah, it was.
But otherwise, like it was Eli Apple
Yeah,
not being able to cover people. Like
yeah,
it wasn't some masterful like he took him down there. He didn't have any timeouts left. He was just deaking and dunking down the like it wasn't
Like it was a good drive.
It was a good drive.
It wasn't an all-time.
Yeah, the greatest now.
Cooper
It's not
Cup.
like I'm gonna tell my grandkids like I saw Matt
hell
Stafford
no.
driving down the
One
field.
thing I will say about that drive because Odell got the game started off hot.
Man.
Then
He was
got
gonna get
hurt.
MVP.
Yeah, then he
if he
got
didn't get
hurt.
hurt. He would get MVP.
Then Bengals defense said, "Oh, okay, we just gonna lock up Cup."
Mhm.
And at that last drive, Matthew Stafford said, "We need a touchdown."
Fuck.
Like, we don't care. You know where we're going.
Hype Cup, bro. That's what we're doing. Hype Cup.
And that's what I'm saying the whole
Fuck
game.
you
I'm
did.
like, we know where they going.
I know what got me here, goddammit.
Everybody know where he
Hey,
going.
where you going?
They were,
Early.
I was gonna say like that
It
whole
wasn't
last
until
drive,
last-
they made a liar of me because like I'm texting with my brother throughout the entire game, and like he was slightly ahead of me, so he knew what was coming, but like I was obviously reacting later than.
Right.
So then I'm like, at the beginning of that drive, I'm like, man, they really are not going to Cup. Like he has he had even a target since Odell went out? Like I felt like no. Again, Chris Collinsworth. You can't say that Matt Stafford is all out of weapons and he has the offensive player of the year.
Triple
On
crown
Triple
winner.
winner, bro.
Like I don't know what game, like
Goofy,
I don't know what game he was watching or if he was just trying to create a narrative. Like you can't lie to my face about things. Like anyway, but like I said, they weren't going to Cup, and then like he just started forcing.
He
it.
had to. He was like,
And
I
then I'm
got
like,
I gotta go. Hey,
and
listen.
and then I'm like, man, it must be like call your own penalties because like they had let something go on the play right before that holding penalty. I'm like, because I think to that point they had like probably less than 6 total penalties the entire game.
Yeah, they'll let
Yeah,
him
like,
like,
one
they
of
was
them
letting a
was,
lot of shit fly.
Hargrave's dumbass coming off the bench.
Oh my God! No uniform.
Oh, celebrating, bro.
Just kicking it, bro. Yeah. Why are you so far off the bench that you own the damn field?
If you ain't got a helmet and pads on, you ain't supposed to be in
Should
between these lines.
Should you even be coming off the bench to celebrate? Like, is that allowed?
No,
Bro, I'm pretty sure those sideline lines is like 10 yards or some shit between them and the field, bro.
I mean, obviously he wasn't accidentally on the field.
He
I'm
came
just
on
saying,
on
like,
purpose.
I could understand, like, if he, like, if they're allowed to come off the bench when they're in uniform and he just got in the moment. But I feel like that's not even allowed. Like, you can't
shit.
have a whole team come to the end zone to
Cannot.
celebrate the
Not in uniform, bro.
No,
what?
fuck.
Anyway,
That shit.
yeah, and then I said something about Eli Apple, and then he got 2 touchdowns thrown on him. one got called back. So
Jalen Ramsey got showed up a few
Exposed.
times.
Ooh.
But the crazy thing, the face mask.
The face mask, he got it. Yeah.
But here's the thing: someone pointed out, they were like, had there not been a face mask, he probably still would have been beat.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
well, I think Joe underthrew it. So like if he had got that out in front of him, like he was gone.
Yeah.
So he had to adjust for the ball, and that's where the face mask came in. But he was still beat.
Shit, the play before that, he was holding it. I
mean-
know it was that third down, was the possession before that. That third down, he was literally holding that man when they was talking about, oh yeah, that was a good stop by the Rams. I was like, bro, Jalen was big holding.
Again, Chris Collinsworth. He's like, oh yeah, that looks clean to me.
Middle of the replay, we watching this man grab him, spin him around mid-play on third
Oh,
down.
he got a little bit of the jersey there. Really?
A little
A little bit.
I'm like, dog, what is he talking about?
He's just talking, fam. He's just
He
talking.
just happened to be there.
Like, this replay done exposed the damn refs.
Now, y'all, someone mentioned MVP. And Cooper Kupp was the MVP of that game. Was that y'all MVP?
No.
Again.
No,
It would have been the man who grabbed the other
Aaron
grown-ass
Donald.
man and pulled him backwards on the third down, 3rd and 1.
A big back.
Big bang. He just he pulled him. That's some Madden stuff. That's what they do in Madden. They be like 4th and inches on every possession, bro. Because they don't never let you get the 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I
You
saw
gonna say
some.
who that is?
Aaron Donald.
I saw some. He was trying to leave you there for a minute. There was some people who were saying he was robbed, and I'm like, Rob feels like too strong of a
No,
word.
Yeah.
Where,
gonna say
like
he's
at the end of the game, you knew it was one of the two. Like you knew it was
Yeah.
gonna be Cup or you knew it was gonna be Donald, because without Cup
Go
offensively,
Mhm.
yeah, it definitely wasn't
Mm-mm.
that. People like he a Hall of Famer now. Like, calm your,
Shit.
calm your jets.
One game can make or break somebody's Hall of Fame credentials. Like he not a Hall of Famer.
He's not a Hall of Famer. He's no.
Well, he only been to one Pro Bowl.
Right, like
Just started
Really?
winning in the
What?
playoffs. Yeah, he's only been to one Pro Bowl.
Dude,
imagine.
it's so easy to make a fucking Pro Bowl.
Dog.
Like Mitchell Trubisky is a Pro Bowl.
He had Calvin.
Mac
Hey,
Jones is a Pro
He
Bowl.
had Calvin Johnson.
Hey.
One.
Like he ain't no Hall of Famer. Good for. I'm happy you won,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Hey, I'm happy Odell got a ring. That I was geek
Yeah.
for Odell. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Odell, my man, you got him a damn ring, dog.
I hate that you did that so often that you come at home. I'm like, oh
Hell
damn.
yeah, I saw
Every
that.
catch.
And I had some money on Odell too, so
Man,
he paid off for me. I put a bet in for first touchdown scored by each team, Odell and then T. Higgins. And Odell scored that first one. I said, absolutely, yes, sir. Okay, now throw to T. Higgins. And he almost had a touchdown, but it was pulled out of his hand.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Somebody actually tweeted him. They had the same bet going.
yeah.
He's like, you cost me a PC or something like that. And he's like, okay, I'm still gonna bust your ass in Madden. Something like that. Because he said you have to keep playing on the PS.
And then he came back and he cracked the next one. And the way I jumped off my couch hollering, because the odds were not great for that to hit. So I was ecstatic to make a little change off of $10.
Let me hold something.
Look, hey, this session on me. But no, I thought it was a good game. Did y'all favorite commercials? Any commercials stand out? Because to me, I was kind of like, this felt like a normal, just
Yeah,
regular
I'm trying to
commercial.
think. I can't really think of anything.
The Doctor Strange trailer.
Yeah, that's all I was like. That's the only thing I was excited for.
the Jurassic Park joint. I'm ready.
That looked good.
That look good as a motherfucker.
So really not commercials, but trailers.
Yeah,
Like all the crypto stuff was like.
It was so
Man,
much.
bro, I'm not
they
scanning no
was
damn
forcing it down
QR
Aaron's
code.
throat, bro. I'm like, come on, bro.
I'm not scanning no random code flashing
I
on my
did it.
damn TV back and
I
forth, bro.
did it.
Yo, goofy ass.
Wait.
I
What's
was
the story?
I was under the influence.
I didn't see that commercial.
Oh,
What
wait,
the
let me
fuck
go.
is this?
Let me go to the
So,
I
thread.
got up close as a motherfucker.
Let me go to the Twitter thread because there was a conversation.
No, I don't need the Twitter thread. I just need to know.
I'm trying to
You
get
know,
Remind
like
me
the
of the third.
screensaver where it has like the
Yeah.
logo floating across the screen, and then it bounces and it changed colors. Like it was that with just like a QR code, and it didn't have any
Nothing
sound.
else.
It
That's a
didn't
great
have any words.
advertisement.
That's what I said when I saw it. I'm like, I'm not scanning that shit, but that's smart as hell. 'Cause
I'm not
Boy,
scared of no random
you
ass
gonna
code.
get people to scan it because
Yeah.
people are dumb. No thanks.
God damn.
But then also, like, you're gonna have people talking about it afterwards because it's so different from everything else.
And all they did was give you that
Yeah, I
damn
did it.
15
Instantly
damn
regretted it.
What is
What was it for?
It took me to crypto.com. That's what it was.
to give you
It
15
was
damn
They
dollars.
had an offer, so it was like 50% off or some shit. It was something that it was a good offer, but I was like,
The LeBron commercial was cool, except it
Yeah,
was
that
for
was
crypto. So it was like,
yeah, exactly. Everything.
The
They was telling,
LeBron commercial
Mhm.
and then the Sopranos recreation commercial were my two favorites.
that shit finna get greenlit today. Like the way my timeline reacted to that, like there's a market there. So
But yeah.
HBO.
Legit, every commercial felt like it. Every break had a crypto commercial and an electric car.
Yeah.
And the Sopranos one was for an electric car.
Don't forget
so
some metaverse joints.
I don't. I
There was one in there too.
I don't remember no metaverse stuff happening.
Because when I forgot what commercial it was, but I told Sam like, we getting there, bro. It's gonna be. That's where we're going.
It is interesting to see like the advertising shift to the next generation, like to Gen Z. Like you can tell like by the humor, like
I'm like,
how
I don't get
everything's set up.
I swear.
Exactly.
Like, sitting there just blank faces.
Right, just watching. Just,
Everybody else loving it. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What happened?
they hit a different generation when they brought the E-Trade babies back.
I was just gonna say that was dope. I was like, oh, I missed.
I
it.
forgot all
Like,
about them babies. I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. That was like, why did we? That was kind of weird. Like, why would they be talking babies? And
That was good.
Oh shit!
Rugrats.
I forgot about that show.
I forgot about Ally McBeal too.
90s was the time, wasn't it?
It was, yeah,
Quite a time.
the good old days.
Quite a time.
98 was a year, boy. I'll tell you.
Is it 98? That's the one you want to call out.
98 was a great year.
All right, now we gotta talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. Of course, we have to talk about that halftime show. What were y'all thoughts on it?
I enjoyed it. I thought I had a good ass time. Snoop came out and shit. La di da di da. Shit. There we go. There we go.
I wish I could crip walk, dog. That's all.
Hey,
The whole time I was wishing, I was like, damn, I'll be killing that
You
shit
can't,
right now,
that's
bro.
one dance.
At first he
I
was
never
subtle
could
with
crip
it.
walk, bro.
He was real subtle with it. At first he like, I ain't gonna get this shit
Yeah.
over here at the Super
He's
Bowl.
like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
After a while, you're like, you know what? I ain't even give a fuck. Let me go ahead and get this off.
Doing the crib at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's a Super Bowl person.
I did not expect Mary J. Blige to do no more drama.
I didn't either.
When she started it, I was like, why is she doing this shit?
I was like,
Like, all the shit you could have done.
She got a flex on me.
but then the next thing I knew, I was at home like, I had like my eye watered up a little bit. I
Oh,
was
no, she
like,
definitely could have done. She got plenty happy ass songs now.
she did the first one was happy, and then she
Uh-huh.
went to no more drama because she don't want no more drama, and I felt it. Then she passed out.
When she passed out, I was rolling.
It was some, let's say, Valentine's Day appropriate memes after that.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Thighs and boots.
Yeah. That's the Mary outfit. That's the official.
I know we ain't supposed to fat shame anymore, but it's 50 Cent and he the biggest bully of all of them. So I'm let all the jokes fly.
I did not expect 50 to pop up.
I didn't. I was happy. I was geeked. I was like, how long he been hanging up on this motherfucker?
Until the song came on, I was like, that's 50. That nigga look like me.
Oh, damn.
What that nigga been doing, bro? Jesus Christ.
I wasn't. It was a happy surprise though. I was like, okay, 50.
So
Snuck your way to the Super Bowl.
I was rapping
Anderson
word for
Paak.
word.
Were there any
Anderson
other?
Paak.
Anderson Paak. Were there any other prize?
Niggas wanted Tupac.
They really did.
They wanted a whole hologram out there.
Hey, if it would have happened, bro, I would have had to tweet. What's his name? Be Mark, dog, because he said Tupac hologram.
He sure did.
He did.
Should have been Tupac and Nipsey.
Man,
They
Got a
could've
whole
been-
LA.
It been in LA.
I'm cool on the hologram stuff.
This shit creepy.
I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
I remember Justin Timberlake said he wasn't gonna do a hologram and then just put a big ass projection up. Like, nigga, that's a hologram.
Same thing, bro. Same thing.
Hologram. At that.
Hell no.
At that. But there are a lot of people after that show, of course, who, well, let me ask you this first. Out of the people who performed, who set or song, I guess I would say, did you?
Kendrick Lamar.
I wish Kendrick would have chosen a different song. Like, I don't mind it, but like,
I kind of, when we were talking about y'all, like, got to be kind of political. I thought, oh, it's going to be all right. But I like that he started off with Mad City to bring it in. And I liked his dancers, how they were doing the camera like this. I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, I'm home again.
but it was a moment for me. Like, I'm like, I've been with Kendrick since overly dedicated.
That's what
Like, he doing Super Bowl halftime show. Like,
He a performer.
Yeah. You put me on, Kendrick. Section 80. It's been a long time. It's good to see him, though. Like, coming up like that. So,
We got some new stuff coming up. So,
do we? Apparently.
I heard.
allegedly.
Maybe.
I heard soon.
I ain't
Kinda.
heard nothing since
Somehow.
then.
Anybody heard anything?
Last CD
Who
I bought.
gonna drop first? Him or Rihanna? 'Cause neither one of them
Him.
seem to be
Him.
interested.
Hell,
Rihanna ain't gonna
Rihanna
drop
done.
until the baby drop, goddammit.
And after that, that's gonna be like one song. It's gonna be an EP.
She got all 3 songs.
Kendrick had the only performance that was Super Bowl worthy, in my opinion, production-wise.
I felt like the whole setup though was Super Bowl worthy. I love the map of Compton that they had out there. I like the set that they had with the LA different ties to it. Like I ain't from LA. I had to look up what's Cam's looking up stuff. But like I thought that the production was super dope. I love the dancers. I actually wish like I was watching them. I think it was during Still DRE when they came out in the khaki suits and they was out there crip walking. I was like, I really wish I was one of them dancers. Like I wish I was one of them dancers so much right now. But I really enjoyed it. I think I like Snoop having his mom, sticking his mom in there. I thought that was a nice touch.
I missed that.
It was like when he was walking through the house, it was a picture up in the back. One was the dog, him turning into the dog from his early stuff, and then right below was him and his mom. And I was like, I like that touch.
Yeah, I ain't go through and look for the Easter egg, so like a lot of stuff went over my head.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. Does it rank top? It's a top 5 to y'all. Some people were saying it's the greatest performance they ever saw at halftime.
I don't know about greatest. It could probably be in the top 5. Yeah,
It's top 5 for
It's
me
top
for
5,
sure.
yeah.
Probably
I think
top
these
3.
last couple of years have been pretty strong. Like
Outside of
Bruno was good,
Mhm.
The Weeknd was good.
Mhm.
I didn't like the
It was alright. Ricky was alright.
Weeknd. Ain't top 5.
I like Weeknd.
It wasn't me
music,
top
so-
5. I love his music.
The music is cool. The Super Bowl show.
I like
it
him
was a
running
little
around looking
mirror
confused with
room
lights.
I'll put it like this again. I felt like the Weeknd Super Bowl performance was someone putting some mid into a bag of gas they bought on Amazon. It was not what I thought it was about to be.
Visually, it looked good.
The bag
It was
looked
great.
good until you
that's
smoke it,
visually it looked good.
and you realize this ain't what you paid for. It's not what I wanted.
Nigga smoking ragged.
Like it was
The
fine.
visuals was fire.
I guess like tying those two things together, like I get what he's saying about like production wise, like the Weeknd's performance, like all the like intricate like
Yeah.
set pieces basically that they did. Like Eminem was just rapping, like Dre and Snoop was just rapping. Like at least Kendrick had
What
like
song
the
did he
performance.
Eminem,
Lose
lose
yourself.
Oh yeah. I guess nobody. As soon as he came out, I said, man, I want to hear that shit.
You a gang? Like, come on, man. That was lit.
Bro, as soon as he sounds like that, I want to hear that shit.
You out
I want to
here.
hear that nigga.
It was going crazy,
I
dog.
want to hear that shit.
Bro,
That song ain't even that
motherfucking ass
fast.
I want to hear that shit, bro.
One of the best tweets of the night. Somebody said, "Lose yourself is dreams and nightmares for white people."
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
But here's the thing. So like, nope.
That's funny.
Let's go, Justin. Hey,
But I love that they had a live band for that song to kind of help bring it up some. Anderson .Paak and them was having a great time performing that. But yeah, man, I enjoyed that Super Bowl halftime show. It's top 5 for me. It don't beat Prince. Prince is still number 1 for me because
He got an assist from God. Like,
yeah, it was literally raining.
One.
And he's singing Purple Rain. Like, that was dope. as
but
shit.
also because he's one of the few who did live vocals. Like,
And they did not want him to do, they didn't want him to play or nothing. They was like, no.
it's like it's right
He was
out
like, I
here.
ain't doing
He's
it
like,
unless I'm
you
playing.
know I'm about to do everything myself here. Come on now. Turn my mic up, please. That's why I always felt
If we
his
die,
was
we
better than Michael Jackson because Mike just, I mean, not to say just, but like it was all record, like it was the songs playing and he was on stage just doing his thing. Like
Mm-hmm. Mike,
That nigga
snapped
stood
his
there
head,
for
bro.
like 3 minutes.
I counted.
Stood there
It was
3
legit
minutes,
2
bro.
minutes of him on the stage looking
Yes.
like a black Power Ranger.
People
just-
faking this
Bro,
shit up.
turned his head. Half the motherfucker out.
Oh, like, oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord.
Man, they hit the wave. He ain't even asked him to. Like, damn, bro.
That's why I said Michael Jackson, bro. He the only
Different.
person that I seen that had
the
grown
star
man
power.
crying,
The
bro.
star power.
Like grown man crying in his
They had to
presence,
keep
bro.
ambulances there just for the pass outs.
that's why I say the closest thing is Beyonce. Like the effect that Beyonce has on women, like is
Yeah.
Michael Jackson level.
If Beyonce walked past me, I think I might, like, my knees might get a little weak. Just like,
Hey, listen, I understand.
for a whole different.
I was gonna say Tim would be on his knees, but it wouldn't be for that.
Oh,
listen.
Whoa.
Listen.
Hey.
Booty.
Yo. Hey, yo.
You want to,
Talk about some bootylicious.
hey, listen.
I don't think you ready for this jelly.
Amazon fresh that ass. What you talking about?
What? You know
He
what?
cried. He cried. Hey, man, hit that button on this nigga, man. I'm hard as a motherfucker. He fucking up my phone. Now he fucking me up. I'm hard as a motherfucker. You don't come in with that bullshit.
That's funny.
Titonia World said that might show like this one also be set with the daytime. You know, like,
hold on, wait.
Oh,
Mike,
okay, so first you said Prince beats Mike only because so much of Mike's show was when he was in the Till World thing.
Yeah, he
And
definitely ended with
Oh yeah.
what's the
Heal
song?
the world.
We
That's
Are the
what
World.
we
Yeah,
are the world.
yeah.
There we go.
And
We
then
are
my
the
show,
children.
like this one, also beset with the daytimeness of it all. You need darkness.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, that did throw it off being there during
Prince
the
in
day.
the rain. If they had somebody down, like they couldn't keep the plugs and the outlets because
Mhm.
it was raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
people getting
There was
listed.
legit somebody down there the whole set who held the plug into the wall so
Mhm.
Prince could do his show.
That's crazy.
boy, how much you get paid for that?
Supervisors
enough.
didn't know. Like no one knew he was down there. He was like, this has to go on. So he was just down there by himself.
About to die.
Yes.
Oh, he had some rubber gloves.
He
on.
stripped some stuff off to be able to plug it up.
Boy, what?
Yes.
Nice.
He better have been like a lifetime invited to the damn mansion. Something, bro. If you still around, shit, some kind. You saved that man. You saved that man's performance. You
know he
you
was
put your
fucking-
life in danger.
They took it.
You know Prince probably was like, here you go.
That plug had to be this damn big.
I know, that's why he was down there by himself.
Nigga
Oh,
arm
shit.
shaking it. Please, Aaron.
Crying and shit.
Please.
Pose, right?
Hey, niggas have an encore. He like, no, no.
Let him go.
Please, for the love of God.
God, my man's would have been over there. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bro. Supervisor probably fired his ass. Seen his ass, probably fired his ass.
Oh my god. But no,
You in rare form today, man.
Oh,
hey fam, keep it up. But no, just to wrap up the Super Bowl, it was a good time. The Tech 5 playoff record. So Ken said his only goal was to beat Tim when it came to the playoff record.
Yes. That's all it was.
And they tied. So Eric was 6-7. Ken and Tim were 7-6. I was 10-3 on the playoff predictions. Darn you, Packers
Darn you.
and Chiefs and Titans. Golly, Titans. Anyway,
Somebody didn't believe in the Bengals.
no, I believe in the Titans' defense. The offense just wasn't good enough to do how we saw the Rams were able to do. So
They had 9 sacks.
that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, they gonna mess them up, and it was only a 3-point game, kind of like this one, but it just went the other way this time. One last piece before we move into the NFL honor awards that were listed. Rodney Harrison, prior to the Super Bowl, said that it was a strong possibility that Aaron Donald could retire if the Rams win the Super Bowl. And before that, no one had any inkling that he was even thinking about retiring.
He said he never said it.
That's what he's like. It was like,
He was like,
no.
he was like, I never said it out my mouth, but
What did you say it out of?
I don't know. He was on SportsCenter and he ain't even say it out his mouth.
Well, somebody asked him like right after the game. He's like, "No, I'm in the moment right now." Which to me, it sounds like if you weren't thinking about retiring, you would just say no.
Yeah, I ain't for
Because there was some guys they asked afterwards, they're like, no, I'm coming back. Like,
Sean McVay is apparently paying coy about whether he's
Yeah.
coming back.
he said he wanted to win one. And it's crazy to think, like, Aaron Donald, if this was all true, the Super Bowl thing, like, I'm going to win one and I'm good. He wanted one. Just let me get that on my record to say I'm a Super Bowl champion. I'm out of here.
Mhm.
Which goes to show you again how hard it is to get one of them things, which again makes what Tom Brady was able to do. It's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
Unreal,
He got
bro.
6.
I thought he had 7. I thought Tampa Bay was number 7.
I forgot about that one.
I think it is. Is it 6?
I don't know. You got plenty.
Like the fact that we
1,
don't know.
2, 3, 4. It is 7.
Yeah, I did.
Michael who?
Right.
6 rings in my ass.
Time motherfucking Brady. What you talking about? You pass the rings and shit.
Yeah, 7-time champ, 5-time Super Bowl MVP.
Jesus Christ.
That's wild, bro.
We saw it all the time.
Live. I hated that man the entire time.
Apparently,
for
he may
yourself.
not be fully retired.
He been skating.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when it comes to like June, July.
Yeah, he said, ask me then.
What? Okay, Brett.
My schedule might be open.
And then like I think one of the NFL insiders like they think that he's trying to like make his exit to Tampa to go to San Francisco.
Interesting.
So like he wants Tampa to move on.
Boy,
They're
Tom
looking at-
Brady, if you use your wife and your kids to get out of that situation to come back, that's gonna be a blow to whistle, right? I'm gonna just leave it at
It'll
that.
just be on the long list of fuck Tom Brady's.
That's gonna be a blow to whistle.
On the long list. Everybody hating.
Super Bowl Whole week also means NFL honors. We learned who the award winners would be, for this past season. No real surprises down the list. You had your offensive player of the year, Cooper Kupp, defensive player of the
Congratulations.
year, TJ Watt,
Congratulations.
offensive rookie of the year, Jamar Chase,
Congratulations.
defensive rookie of the year, Micah Parsons,
Congratulations.
coach of the year, Mike Burbell,
Congratulations.
comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow,
Congratulations.
Walter Payton man of the year was Andrew Whitworth.
Congratulations.
Then the MVP was Mr. Aaron Rodgers.
Congratulations.
I know you don't give him one. I thought you were going to be silent after his.
No, everybody, congratulations.
Fuck.
Per the NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, the relationship between Rodgers and the Packers is in as good of a spot as it has been in a long time.
Come on,
There's
bro.
optimism around the team that Aaron Rodgers will come back to Green Bay. I'm saying, look how sad these two dudes look right
Bro,
now.
I'm tired of the back and forth shit, bro.
I
Just
was
figure
thinking
it
It ain't
out.
no back and forth yet. It's still,
Figure it out.
how is it back and forth when he said he would have a decision before free? Once he hit the free agency, if there's no decision, I'm with you. But this whole part we knew was coming. We knew this part was coming.
I just don't want him back. That's my own.
I just want him gone so we can do what we need to do. We can't do that.
What the fuck y'all gonna do?
I was gonna say y'all still go.
What? This ain't even about y'all.
Fighting Ram. Not Ram. Jesus Christ.
What, bro? Go on with the bots, bro.
Don't even acknowledge him. Just keep
Fighting the
going.
Lions for last place. That's what I was trying to do.
Oh, say the Lions from last place. That's all they doing.
No, I don't think the Bears gonna be there.
Nothing I saw this year made me.
I do. They got a competent. If they get a competent coach, it's gonna be a whole different.
Wait, is Cousins a free
I
agent
ain't got
this
no
year?
quarterback.
Justin Fields.
I ain't got no quarterback.
No, I like Justin Fields. I think he's gonna be something. But that's not what we're talking about right
I mean,
now.
he
We're
ain't
talking
really show me nothing. That I guess that's
about
what
he's
I'm
a
saying.
rookie.
I get that,
Yeah, I
but
don't
like,
expect him to. Like he showed in flashes what he could do without an offensive line. He just ain't Joe Burrow without an offensive line. Because Joe Burrow, a different type of dude. But yeah,
I guess I'm not ready to hand them the division.
I'm not saying
I'm
that.
happy about like their. I'm optimistic about their trajectory. Like he still has to show me that he.
I'm just saying I don't think that they're a team that you can look at and be like, y'all the Lions. Because I think the Lions are actually going to be competitive next year. I think the Bears will be competitive next year. I think the Vikings, they might be. But Bears and Lions, I think, will be competitive next year. But we ain't talking about them. We're talking about the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I didn't get to say it on the show. I actually went back to make sure. But he's
Was that
probably
what
coming
Tim-
back.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, when
Was
he-
that what Tim kept cutting you off?
Yeah.
As I cut you off.
But yeah, it seems like he's going to be coming back. And I don't feel one way about that. I wouldn't feel a way about him getting traded. Don't feel a way about him coming back. If you come back, sir, be better. Tell him MVP to be better is a wild
Two-time
statement.
MVP.
Hey, that's
Four
Back-to-back-
times.
Well, I mean, back-to-back MVP.
That's regular season.
Hey, facts.
Shit.
Facts.
Hey, man.
But yeah, it's probably going to come back. And then the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2022 was announced. I ain't even going to read all these names. I'm going to just say shout out to Leroy Butler.
Yeah, they're.
Hey,
Leroy.
Leroy
Leroy should
Leroy.
Butler.
The pause in between the Leroy and the Butler was wild.
Congratulations, sir.
My mom said it's Leroy.
No,
It's
it's
Leroy.
Leroy.
Wait, Frank, nigga. Leroy. Relax, nigga.
Dwayne says the Bryce Minnesota defensive Minnesota changes the offensive formula. Detroit might be scary. And I think Detroit got something they building.
Man,
St. Brown is I was like, they got this St. Brown brother. But
Yeah, they do.
That young man was at the Super Bowl festivities and saw the trophy. And he was like, I'm coming for this. And I was like, I like that young fella. I like that. Good luck. The city of Munich. They're gonna host the first ever regular season NFL game in Germany this year. So
road trip.
it's gonna Germany. No, that ain't gonna be. That's not gonna be my first overseas flight.
Hello.
No, Germany. No. But yeah, they're gonna have 4 games in Germany over the next 4 years, and then there's also gonna be 4 other international regular season games. 1 in Mexico, and the other 3 in the UK.
Mexico.
I'm gonna put that on my resume. I speak like 15 languages now.
All right, don't be lying.
Oh shit! They go like, do it.
Do
now.
it. Hello, salute. Did he do it? Sorry. Okay. Bye. Get out.
Can you say anything besides hello?
Y'all know all of those? Word?
No in every language.
Right. Which should make consent so much easier, but that's another conversation for another
Sheesh.
day. Hey, everybody know what it means. Just saying. NBA All-Star rosters were revealed with a very entertaining draft between LeBron and Kevin Durant.
LeBron James.
Also want to plug my guys at this table here. If y'all have not listened to the NBA trade deadline recap show, y'all got to go check that out. These brothers put an amazing show together for y'all. Entertaining. It was good points being made.
It was alright.
No, I'm joking.
Y'all go check out that episode if y'all have not seen that yet. But I just want to know if y'all got Team LeBron or Team Durant. So I'm going to read these starters and these teams, and y'all let me know what y'all thinking, because I'm still not sure how Kevin Durant let LeBron draft the team that he drafted. That being said, I'm going to read Durant's team. First, he had the second pick when it came to the starters, and then the first when it came to the reserves. His starters are Joel Embiid, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Andrew Wiggins, and Trae Young, which ain't bad. It's not a bad starting five. But when you look at LeBron's starting five, he got himself, LeBron James. He got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He got Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Jokic.
But they be disrespecting Jokic, man. Like, I get it, but like if Embiid is like your first pick, like how is Jokic like all the way at 7?
Because Giannis picked Giannis first, so he had to.
Well, no. I'm saying like Embiid was KD's first pick, and Jokic was LeBron's last pick. Like that means KD had a couple picks in between there where he
could have grabbed Jokic.
Because I mean, but looking at the rosters, like I can see how it happened. Because LeBron picked Giannis first, so you're thinking like I got a big, let me get these guards. So then you get your guards, and it's like okay, you go to the other front court player. It worked out perfectly for him.
I mean, it did. I'm just. Again, like if it would have been flip and flop, like people were like, how you let Embiid fall to 7?
Embiid, yeah, I feel you. But hey, that was Kevin Durant's first pick. They both picked big man first, so it was gonna be one big man left out. Everybody can't get picked first. When you look at the reserves, Team Durant, they got Devin Booker, they got Karl-Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine, DeJounte Murray, Chris Middleton, LaMelo Ball, and Rudy Gobert, who was the second to last pick.
That's how you know niggas is mad, because Rudy Gobert
always
big
last pick. LeBron's bench: Luka, Darius Garland, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, Fred VanVleet, James Harden, who was the last pick, but he's going to be replaced by Jared Allen.
Hey, congrats to Jared.
Yeah, Cleveland got their 2 All-Stars. There might be need for another injury replacement, but we'll see how that goes with Zach LaVine. So overall, Team LeBron, Team Durant, who y'all got?
LeBron
James.
LeBron don't lose All-Star games like that.
I think he's 4-0 as a captain.
Yep. Yeah, because Giannis was on his team last year, and Giannis finally got his MVP. Like, I won a game.
That's why he think he can make these teams.
He's been doing it his whole
I was
career.
gonna say, like he's built a couple champions so far. You think?
Big time. It's always Gobert and Lowry. That's the last 2.
Not this year.
James Harden burned too many bridges to get picked anything but last. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. I didn't realize like that's this upcoming weekend. So yeah, All-Star game this weekend. Time is flying. Time is flying. And speaking of All-Star festivities, for the first time, Versus is going to host a highlight battle between Allen Iverson and Tracy McGrady.
So I saw that like the Anthony Hamilton
Music Soul that's
like
tonight. So
I want to go on the catch that.
This snappy.
Apparently they've pulled that off of IG and like
It's
now
it's on IG.
Oh, okay.
They people were too upset. It's on IG. It's on YouTube. It's
Like I guess you're trying to monetize things, but
yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, they message actually says like, we heard you. It will be on these platforms. So,
okay,
yeah.
so the Iverson T-Mac is that?
I'm sure it's going to be across all their different platforms. But I'm going to ask y'all real quick. Y'all interested in seeing a highlight versus battle?
No.
No.
I saw that. I'm like,
you can go on YouTube and look at.
Didn't they do like Lamar Jackson or something?
They did one for Super Bowl for sure, or Pro Bowl.
Did anybody see it?
No, I didn't.
I'm sure nobody else watched it either. You know why? Because they ain't seen it a million times on YouTube.
The disdain is real. That Philly Brooklyn game gonna be great. Absolutely.
March 10th.
Yeah, March 10th.
In Philly.
But I'm gonna ask you, who y'all think got the better highlight reel? T-Mac or Ibro?
T-Mac. No, Iverson. I'm saying Iverson. There's a lot of crossing. You know,
Mac has it. Mac was crossing.
He got some. He got Iverson got the crossover
Mac
and
got
some
the
dunks.
Yeah.
But Iverson dunks looked like they looked weird because he was so small when he would dunk.
Yeah.
And I mean weird in a good way. I want to make sure
Mac
that's
got the
clear.
fadeaways.
I'm gonna go Mac.
I think it's Mac, bro. He got the crazy passes. Like Iverson, yeah, but Mac has some wild passes
Thank
too.
you, Iverson.
Like Mac was just flashy, bro. Like big flash.
That nigga put up 50 shots a game.
So did Mac.
Yeah, dude, you saw who I was out here, bro.
Yeah, McGrady might.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
The crazy thing about that Jordan crossover that always got me, and Iverson said it himself too, was like I crossed him, but he was right back in my face. Like it was
He still
good
contested the
defense. He was right here. He's like, how did you
The
recover so
Undertaker,
quick?
The Undertaker on.
He's like, psych. Don't you have it.
Got 4 seconds.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Iverson gonna show the same crossover 10 times. I hear you.
Hey,
I hear
that's
you.
what it's gonna be plenty. Dribble.
T-Mac does have a more diverse highlight reel. I can definitely say that. But if you into like flashy and one type of highlights, Iverson gonna be your guy for sure. All right, let's get into the buyout market. NBA trade deadline is passed, as said. And now we're looking to the buyout market. There are some who have already been released. Some people have been signed. There are others who are still kind of hoping, might negotiate their freedom.
Negotiate
That's
their
just
freedom. Wild.
Hey, fam. You got me on this terrible team. I'm trying to win. Let me out of here. So I'm going to read through some names. And as I read through the names, I just want y'all to say, like, do you hope they hit the market? And someone that you'd be interested in your team picking up? All right. Ken Bazemore, actually. I'm going alphabetical order. So just so y'all know, I'm not picking on Ken and the Lakers, but Ken
He wants
Bazemore
them to hit the market. Yes.
might be a buyout market because y'all really ain't playing him. You should be sad to see him go.
I'm not gonna say I'll be sad to see him go, but I mean, at this point, we gotta keep whatever pieces we got. So it'd be good to have him if we gonna actually play him. But I mean, we haven't been playing him, so let him, do what he needs to do.
Eric Bledsoe, go ahead.
I feel like he'll be a good piece for somebody, nice little wing piece. Somebody who actually want to play him, and then how y'all not playing him and y'all losing?
Just played him before he was trying.
He wasn't doing shit either. Then.
We still be losing. We gonna lose regardless.
So like, if y'all losing and y'all ain't playing him, switch it up. Maybe give him some clock. Maybe he learned his lesson.
Like, I'm not surprised that they didn't make a big like Westbrook or Horton Tucker trade, but I at least expected them to dump like the
Some
end
salary.
of the rotation pieces
Free up some
to free up
roster
roster
spots.
spots.
Yeah.
Because now you still got to free up a roster spot, even if you.
And they got to pay like whoever they release.
I guess people like, we ain't effing with y'all this trade deadline. We don't want nothing that y'all selling us right now.
Yeah, don't blame me.
I had one. No, never mind. I ain't gonna bring it up. Maybe it was a rumor or not.
Eric Bledsoe.
Bring back Blade. Bring back Blade.
There's no guarantee, of course, that Blade gets bought out. But could be. And I've been saying bring Blade back to Milwaukee for a while. I think he was miscast as a third star, but as a 6th man off the bench, he'd be amazing.
You know how annoying it would be to have Drew Holiday go out the game and then Eric Bledsoe come in first?
Sweating you down. Like, go on, strong ass. Like, damn.
And the
Y'all been pushing me all game.
Right. And the fact that he only be playing like 15 minutes a game, like that means he can go all out, like full court press.
Both sides.
And that's how Bud coaches his resorts. Like, we want y'all to put like pressure. We want you to make them tired. Please do something while you're out there. Goran Dragic, he was waived. So he's officially on the buyout market. Everybody wants him. Hope you come to Milwaukee, sir. I hope you come to Milwaukee.
God bless George Hill, but
Yeah.
he on his last leg.
Come on, George.
What's wrong with him? Why ain't no
Oh.
play?
Nick.
Yo.
He can't say oh.
Yeah.
And like he's been fine. Like he the team plays well when he's out there. It's just like there's nothing dynamic there. There's nothing
Like he's
like he
giving
ain't
or
even
taking
shooting,
away
like,
anything.
he's not even shooting open shots. Like he's just
No, he just.
like he's there to connect things, and like he does a good job of that. But just saying, like we need a little bit more. Like they have no bench scoring at this point.
Because Brooks' injury forced their best bench scorer to go into the starting lineup with Bobby Portis. So it's been rough getting buckets from the bench. Pat started off real hot. but he also has a broken hand right now. So
Matthew started off hot. And complete
trash
opposite now.
now.
Y'all bringing in DeAndre Bentley.
He's no offense though. We'll talk about him. That ain't no offense. Excited for the defense. Ain't no offense. But yeah, Goran Dragic. I want him to Milwaukee for sure. But I know all the contenders really want him. I saw the Lakers want him. But here's the weird thing. Like, normally the Lakers get somebody with the buyout market, but like they've been so bad. I don't really see y'all getting better through the buyout market.
It just gotta be somebody that either wants to live in LA or always wanted to play for the Lakers. Like that's literally the appeal. Because like they don't like, despite the fact that they obviously need an upgrade in talent, like there isn't like unless you're a big man, like there isn't an obvious avenue towards playing time. Because Russ still got to play.
Yeah.
KD not KD, AD gonna play. LeBron gonna play.
Yeah.
Malik Monk has been like their third best player this year.
Yeah.
Melo has been their fourth best player this year. So it's like
Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he gonna come into his own. He'll be another. Caruso. Austin Reeves.
I don't think he's gonna be like they both white dudes who play for the Lakers, but like I think Caruso is better defensively than what Reeves is gonna give you. That was Caruso is a dog.
Man, I missed that, bro.
Y'all could have had him.
Y'all could have had DeRozan.
just size all
I
around.
realized. I'm like, could y'all have had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he put out a banner.
He wanted
Put me in LA.
Yeah, he wanted
LeBron and AD was doing interviews all summer. They talking to DeRozan, they was talking to Buddy Hield and them. They was talking to Russ, and they said, you know what?
allegedly.
You said who?
Apparently they talked today.
Allegedly.
And then they said, Russ is who we want of these options.
Allegedly. I still remember that one. I was like, wait, why?
The thing, like,
Where's
no,
come from?
they weren't bidding against anybody. Like, there's no, like, obviously you gotta make salaries match, but like, there's no point in putting that first round pick in there for us.
Dog, I
Yeah, that was a mistake. Drew Eubanks could come. All right. Derek Favors, Oklahoma City.
Before they got 35, that would
Been interested for the Bucks. I think Derek Favors can offer something somewhere.
I used to like him when he was young.
And the thing, like,
been
he's so
52.
crazy young. Like,
Yeah.
he's like 30, maybe.
Yeah, he is 30.
Been in the league forever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Giannis, where I was like, Giannis has been in the league for a while. He's not old, but he's been in the league for a while. I think he said that to somebody. He's like, man, I played against Kobe. What you talking about? Like, I've been here for a while. Gary Harris,
Top of my list.
Orlando. Yeah. I don't know if Orlando's going to actually let him go, though. I kind of feel like they're going to just keep him.
It doesn't make it like they kept Otto Porter last year. Like, when he
I feel like it's just a spite. Like, they'd be like, nah.
I mean, I guess it's like if you pay, like, you got to pay him regardless of if he stays or if he goes. Like, unless he's willing to give back a bunch of money, which wouldn't make sense for him. Like, you might as well keep him. Like, he's been on your team this entire time. Like, as long as he's not disruptive in the locker room.
Jeremy Lamb in Sacramento. Another name that could come available.
Yeah.
It might work for the Lakers.
Another Malik Monk.
They need some scoring. They need some more.
They need defense.
Well, hey.
Let him come here. Look. I was like, wait a minute.
DeAndre Jordan. come out in the market. Surprised y'all didn't trade him.
Nobody wants him.
Yeah, no one. If he gets his second buyout in 6 months, then I think that might be it for.
You talking about street clothes? That nigga is just street clothes.
That only even because he hurt.
It's just,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm one of the
Getting them
funniest
pissed off on the sideline.
one of the ahas is when Giannis had realized he was like, I can just cook. Oh, Jordan, was that last year or the year before? He was just like, you could see it in his mind just, on the court, just click, and he turned around, face up, like, okay. From here on out, all game.
That's how I felt watching the last Lakers game where I was watching Giannis, and I was like, he knows now. Like, he already knew about AD, but like, he knows, like, he's like, I can get LeBron. Like, I can get, like, he was tracking LeBron down. I was like, I didn't think, okay.
And that's partially why, like, I'm not all that worried about the Bucks. Like, it's annoying watching them right now, but like, I know that they have another year. It's like they're taking it easy this year because they played so late last year. like they're resting people.
Kind of the same approach from last year. Like we'll get our seeding and we'll run it out.
It was for different reasons. Like I felt like last year was more so them playing around with schemes and using that to practice different defensive schemes, different sets, and seeing like can we guard to guard if we do switches? Can we do this? They played around with a lot last season and this season.
Like the energy level is.
It just feel like they don't like some games. They feel like they just out there going through the motions where they like we here.
And like you can tell like when the
fourth quarter comes and they
switch,
down,
yeah.
and they like okay, let's try to hoop. And it's like
Switch
too late for this game at least. Robin Lopez in Orlando.
Again, before he bought that, was been interesting.
All right, Sergi Blocker. Oh my God.
Paul
But yeah,
Millsap.
he should help any other.
Yeah.
Like I hope he doesn't get bought out because I don't want him going to Philly. Like I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but like they don't have a backup center, so I don't want them to get somebody up there.
Didn't they get Paul Millsap in that trade?
Yes, and I want him to stay
Keep him-
there.
keep
I
Millsap.
hear you. I feel you.
Let him overstay his welcome.
Paul Millsap next on his list might get bought out, but Doc Rivers said that he thinks he's gonna be able to use Millsap as center. So,
Excellent.
and as an old head in the locker room. So.
Excellent.
And it's like the same thing with the Bucks bringing in Ben Bridges.
I'm not gonna try to say that.
Like there's a reason why Brooklyn was fine with like releasing these guys. So like having high expectations for what they can do for a different contender is like.
It's interesting because we always say like the fans are the fan, like that's who you should listen to when a release happens. They were upset about Bembry. Like they were they were upset. Like how dare y'all let him go? And when they saw that the Bucks come up, I was looking through the comments. Plenty face palm, plenty how'd y'all let them get him? Like
anybody but them, bro.
taking our scraps.
No, they be killing me when I be seeing comments like the rich keeps getting richer. I'm like, are we talking about us? Right, it's hard to imagine like
We the
what?
Chicken fam get used to
How
that.
much help does Giannis need? Like,
First of all,
How much help does
if y'all say how much help does he need for DeAndre Bembry,
what you looking like?
talk about an overstatement. Talk about an overstatement. I got 3 more names for y'all. Tomas Satoransky.
Satoransky end up somewhere with somebody eventually.
Solid backup point guard. Apparently he's not shooting well this year, but historically, yeah.
How tall is Satoransky? Like 6'3",
I
6'4"?
think he's once he taller than that. Like he's a tall point guard.
He got lanky as a mother, bro.
Tristan Thompson.
Gotta be honest, I haven't watched much Kings basketball this year. I have no idea what he has left. Apparently, people in Boston hated him last season, so I don't.
Tomas is 6'7", by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Point guard.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson.
Like that's what I would imagine he ends up. Well, I don't know. Is he allowed in LA right now?
Damn. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm saying for personal reasons.
Man, I'm saying yeah.
He-
He ain't gone.
But yeah, like I would imagine, like that's a Lakers option, given the LeBron connection.
Yeah. Would you be happy with Tristan Thompson coming? Does that move any needles for you?
They ain't gonna move no needles, but I guess, he a rebounder. He a body.
Yeah, younger big man.
Yeah, he a body. He like the donkey in LA, though. I think he won now.
He already like
That's what I'm saying. In LA, he really gonna be wild.
Take it up to the next level.
He should have turned to Nick Cannon.
Oh, damn.
Apparently, he won't ride back.
I bet he do.
Yeah.
I bet he do.
Look for love in all the wrong places.
That's a song. Anyways, John Wall, last name on this list.
Free John Wall, man.
Yeah.
John Wall, if you want to be free, gonna be with a lot of money. So, what's
Yeah.
important to you, sir?
You need to
So
get
are they
back
just
on-
keeping Schroeder? Is that where we're at?
Yep. So before I did have him on the list, but then they said no, we plan to play him. So I was like,
Keep in mind that they do have until March 1st to release any of these guys. So like even if teams are saying now like we don't intend, or if the reporting is saying like they don't intend to release them, like it could change between now and then. Okay, just keep that in mind.
It's a little tidbit.
But the fact that they're willing to play Schroeder but aren't willing to play John Wall, like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Whew, that's a lot of money. Well, I guess they end up
I
cap.
watched John Wall play last year. Like it's not like he's going to make that much of a difference to your win total.
Maybe he's helping the locker room.
John Wall wants out, but he don't want to give up that money. So
Make the best of it.
Because at least before I understood like why they weren't playing him, because it's like, okay, we want to free up minutes for the young guys, but if you're gonna bring in Dennis Schroeder, like he's playing the minutes that John Wall otherwise would have. So like,
that's a good point.
I don't know. Like,
That's a good
there's
point.
something going. It's fishy. There's something going on in Houston. I don't know.
Strange activity.
Or he's gonna get bought out. It's a smoke screen, and Schroeder ain't gonna be there too long.
If he does, again, like similar to Dragic and Bledsoe, like any of those three, I'm fine with.
MLB is adopting a universal designated hitter rule. So apparently what the hope is with this rule to facilitate a more high-scoring game, increase the pace of play, and then limit pitchers getting injured. How y'all feeling about everybody got that DH now?
I like it.
I mean, it was just NL, and I've seen some people upset about it, but I don't mind it. Like the part of the strategy for baseball for a long time coming over to the NL is that now you have your pitcher batting ninth typically. Your pitcher typically cannot hit, so that's an easy out.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I feel like complaining about that easy out being gone is people who are like, oh, that's just all the tradition and strategy involved in the game. Whereas we all know right now that MLB is trying to make sure they can see more eyes on the game and everything like that. So having a universal DH, you can get both teams always having a power hitter at all times, or one of your best hitters as a DH, even though he can't field for crap.
Can I ask a question? Why were there people against it?
Again, tradition.
Tradition.
That's it. Like
That's literally it.
tradition.
It takes the strategy away from how you. Removes some strategy that you put on a manager to have to be able to facilitate which pitcher's gonna hit on this day, and what's if you're gonna do a substitution on the swing, and who's gonna pinch hit for him, stuff like
So
that.
it's tradition, but also a little strategy. In there.
Right. So
That's
you
what
remove all of that. And so there's no need truly for like a pinch hitter unless somebody just really sucks, because the pitcher is no longer hitting no more.
Yeah.
So now that you know, in essence, that pinch hitter that you put on the roster just for that maybe one or two, now it's just gonna be a universal DH, and you can probably put a lefty and a righty. So they'll probably do the same. It'll probably be the exact same spot as the pinch hitter was in anyway. It's just he's always there now.
This makes sense.
But
They've
I
been doing
mean,
it in
the only
AL.
thing,
NL from behind.
yeah, what's the name is in the AL and still what's the MVP? Yeah,
What was the point about Otani?
he's in the AL, but he's also a DH. I mean, he's also a hitter. So he can be it doesn't eliminate pitchers being able to hit.
Because
Yeah.
they have. I got
So
you.
even though he's not pitching, he can play
Right.
every day.
I got you because he can still. I
Yeah,
got
because
you.
he's still
I
a
got
hitter.
So I mean,
That's
it's
sick, actually.
this is
In,
gross,
like,
bro.
in his case, it is like that's
He still put a 40 home run in
yes,
the pitcher.
bro.
But it's kind of
That's
baseball's fault. Like they specialize to the point where like most pitchers aren't doing that anymore. So if you incentivize pitchers to become decent hitters, like maybe you would have more people trying to do it. But because
Yeah.
you let them get away with it for so many generations, like
That they-
it's
Yeah.
gotten to the point where it's like
Just worry about your arm. Don't swing. Don't worry about nothing else. Just
Yeah, they started in high school. You know, they
Yeah, they
let
did.
our pictures ain't do batting practice like that.
Interesting.
they
They
did.
Even in high
started that
school.
young.
Mm-hmm.
If you was
You
a
can throw
legit,
your arm out in high
yeah,
school.
if you was a legit pitcher, like they ain't let you do shit, but unless you was also a catcher or something, they let you do that. But hitting like that,
Not like that. Unless you was like nice with it.
yeah, he had to be like called.
Speaking of nice with it in his young days, did y'all not watch the video that Ken sent our group chat with him being young? I started it, but I got to like a
Bust some
minute.
ass, bro.
I was like, bro,
Send it
what?
to Duke. Y'all be out here cooking niggas. B.
This man has an unofficial mixtape that he put together at the YMCA, fam.
I was like, bro, what is going on here?
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
editing. Me and my guy
You had a
Charlie did all
couple.
that.
You had a couple.
I was out here, bro. I'm telling you, I was like cooking niggas.
You had one label. I was like, I ain't gonna use that in footage.
Oh yeah, you know,
That man
all
folded
that.
himself up, came back. I was like, oh shoot, okay, Ken, young
Oh,
Ken
yeah.
out here with the Kobe Pro hooping.
I don't know.
yeah, I
What
only saw the part with you talking in the car. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, then they started hooping. And first of all, the music selections y'all chose, the editing, y'all had cut-ins of people doing dance moves.
Yeah, bro,
You know, man.
countless hours edit that shit, bro.
We're gonna have to post that on Tech. This is like Throwback Thursday. We want to have the whole world see.
Let's go. Hey man, high school.
Hey, you post that
High
kid
school
gonna
was
have
fun,
some
bro.
random ass days where he gonna be just in the kitchen shaking his head. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm thinking about that damn video.
That-
And
that-
he was hooping.
I forgot about it. Though. I was like, no, this shit was horrible. Though.
It was like 8 minutes. So like, oh, this ain't gonna fly in this society.
Yeah.
You know, people can't watch it for no 8 minutes.
That was why I only saw the first 50. I saw the timestamp. I'm like, I'll get this.
There you go. We do want to say though, rest in peace to former A's outfielder Jeremy Giambi. He passed away at the age of 47. He is the brother of other major leaguer Jason Giambi. So just rest in peace to him. Sending love out to the family as they go through that time. On last week's show, we made mention of the fact that Kyler Murray deleted all this stuff off his Instagram. We were like, well, he probably ain't too much. He probably ain't nothing. And then Chris Mortensen came out and was like, no, it's a little something here. Not a big something, but a little something. So apparently, Kyler Murray has been frustrated with the franchise. What's up, Shells? Welcome to the chat, brother.
What's going on, brother?
Man, you gotta show up on time, brother.
Show up on time. He here though.
Yeah, right, I appreciate it. But yeah, apparently they said Kyler Murray was frustrated with the franchise. He was embarrassed by the 34-11 playoff loss to the Rams, and he felt like he was being made the scapegoat. And then another report came out and they was like, from the Cardinals side, saying he's a little immature. That's a finger point be going on over there. And
I just see him running on the field.
You suck.
You gotta clean that up. But they coach Cliff Kingsbury was like, yo, we're trying to find ways to help Murray, make sure he can grow. Mm-hmm. And after all the scuttlebutt, he came and posted on IG, Kyler Murray that is, that, you know, all of this this is the quote, all of this nonsense is not what I'm about. And then he vowed to grow and get better. He said, quote, I play this game for the love of it, my teammates, everyone who has helped me get to this position, that believed in me and to win championships. All of this nonsense is not what I'm about, never has been, never will be. Anyone who has ever stepped between those lines with me knows how hard I go. Love me or hate me, but I'm going to continue to grow and get better.
Let them know.
Family, we didn't have to know nothing.
Exactly.
We didn't really have to know anything.
Like the thing, and like I pay attention to like how things are framed and how information is presented. Like Chris Mortensen's tweet, like out the rip, was like, people are calling Kyler Murray immature, blah 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 blah, and then he went into, you know, like the reasoning for like the playoff game and all that shit. It's like
that's why I flipped
I'm always like, yo, is that how you would report on other people? Like I feel like I've never seen it come out like a player under contract that before this we didn't know was like trying to get out or whatever. Like you just shoot from the hip, like he's immature. Like even the stuff with like Odell and Baker Mayfield, like it's never like Baker's the problem, and you know, like
Never Baker.
it's just I pay attention to those things. It's like that's kind of weird. Like I haven't seen somebody come out like that before. Like especially like if teammates are saying this or whoever, it's like you kind of got to put a name on that. You can't just be like behind his back they saying like he's immature and all these other things.
Who's saying this? Who is they?
Who?
I don't know who everyone that makes up they is. Tell me now. But it seems like things are working out with them. I did see that Hollywood Brown is the latest NFL player to scrub his Instagram of all team stuff, so he took all that Raven stuff off. We'll see if that means anything, but this new age of social media tales and whatnot, like, quite interesting at this point.
I mean, or you could just do what James Harden did and just stop playing hard.
Yeah. James Harden I didn't realize he had that much leeway to do what he wanted to do.
What was that? I was just looking at it earlier. It was like 4 points in like 37 minutes. I was like, dog, come on now.
No, I was talking about like how when they go to Utah, he flying to Vegas. Like that's just normal for him. Like
Yeah, he flies. He travels separate of the team and like goes to cities to party. And, I'll catch y'all at the next city. So like he left. They had a game in Utah, which I think he showed up late to. He left after the game, flew to Vegas, party, flew to meet them in Denver, showed up to that game late. And that's when they're like, this dude is quitting on this basically.
Oh, you really trying to burn your bridges on the way out, huh?
Seems to do that because he's so passive aggressive.
That's
Like
crazy.
he just, I don't
Like all the meanwhile, like he's telling them like, oh yeah, I'm all in. I'm trying to win championship.
I am good. Let's see my numbers.
Like y'all said last week, talk about the numbers is
all-star
good.
numbers. All-star numbers. Not an all-star effort. All-star numbers for sure. Until
4 points to turn around, put up 37, 15, and 12.
well, the 4 came after the 30. Like when he stopped. It was like the last week or so of him playing there. It just was not. It was not good. But anywho, injury and transaction news. Tim.
NBA Bucks guard / forward Pat Connaughton. He broke his hand, man. He'll be gone for 4 weeks. So Hornets announced that Gordon Hayward has been diagnosed with sprained ligaments in his left ankle, recovery, and he'll be out indefinitely. Scuttlebutt. Hayward could be sidelined for upward to a month while he recovers from injury and goes through a rehab process. Yeah. Pelicans, Larry Nash Jr. was sidelined with a right knee soreness and underwent surgery on Friday. Nash is expected to be out up to 6 weeks. Yep. Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine to see specialists for ailing left knee. LaVine is experiencing discomfort in the knee for several weeks, and although January MRI showed no structural damage, there's certainly a level of concern within the organization. LA Clippers.
Wait. Before you go to the next one, if Zach LaVine is unable to play in the All-Star game, who do y'all think should be his replacement in the East?
Drew Holiday.
Man, let Drew rest.
It's gonna be Pascal.
Yeah,
No,
Siakam really been hooping.
Well, yeah, okay.
But also let Drew rest. That man did. Playoffs.
If someone else get hurt, then it'd
Olympics.
probably be Drew. But
Hell, I wouldn't be mad if Chris like, yo, my finger's messed up, man.
let me chill.
Spinal.
I broke my back.
Spinal.
Yeah, spinal or what?
It's so I'm like, what are y'all even talking about? Right
Just Google Mike Tyson spinal.
Yep.
That's all you need to know to use it for work. LA Clippers, Norman Powell just got traded for. He is out indefinitely because of a fractured bone in his left foot. The team said in a statement that the treatment is non-surgical at this time and there is no timetable for his return. Philadelphia 76ers say James Harden is out through the All-Star break with a hamstring strain. Harden will officially be introduced on today, which was Tuesday.
What an interview that was. What a press conference.
How was that?
He said a bunch of stuff you'd expect James Harden to say. He said Kyrie not getting a shot, nothing to do with his decision, and how he always wanted to come to Philly. He didn't pick to come to Brooklyn. That's what he said. He said Philly was his first choice.
Revisionist history.
He said Philly was his first choice. And the rest of it was pretty like standard stuff.
Philly was in that conversation.
No, Philly, like that could be true.
The report was that the owner of the Rockets came to him like, we got offers from Philly and Brooklyn. Which one you want to go with? He said Brooklyn, and that's why they traded him.
So for him to say that he didn't have an option and that's where he just got traded is untrue. Truth is that he did have interest in Philly, as you know, but that ain't where he chose to go.
And I wonder if they hadn't clowned him on the All-Star draft, if he would have started playing before the All-Star break.
Yeah, he definitely didn't want to be in that locker room.
Yeah.
He did not want to be there.
Again, that's his resume.
So, because he won't play this week, his first chance to play in the 76ers uniform will now be February 25th in Minnesota against the Timberwolves. And his first possible home game as a 76er will be March 2nd against the Knicks.
Also, the Sixers play the Bucks on Thursday. I'm thinking that brother ain't done.
Brooklyn Nets coach Steve Nash said there is still no firm timeline regarding when Simmons returns to the floor. The former All-Star joined his new teammates on Monday shoot around, but Nash said that he was only taking some physical assessment tests so that staff could see where he was starting from for his new team. And
during his conference today, he said that he hoped he's ready to go on March 10th. But you can guess what March 10th is.
Nets
you and I both, brother.
76ers game.
Yep. Yep. Shell said my neck ain't my back, and that Harden is a bum.
Yes. Facts.
Yes and yes.
I asked y'all, but what happened to Ben Simmons' Australian accent? Because that brother sound American as hell.
He been kicking it here.
I didn't know.
I didn't
no
really
accent
recall
like
him
that.
having an Australian
I never know.
He did, like, at least going into LA.
Well, he's also been in the league for 6 years now, so
I mean, Giannis been there for 8.
his brothers teach him about that. They're like, "Why do you still have an accent?" He said, "I want to."
I guess
Because
something
his
works
youngest
on,
brothers
right?
don't. They're like, I mean, unless they want to, but they're like, "Why do you still talk that way?" And he's like, I want to. Like, this is how I talk. I asked my Uncle Tony the same question. He's been in Milwaukee since the 70s, but he still sounds like he's fresh from Mississippi. And I don't know how, because he's been here for so long, but he still talked that way. I don't know.
Okay.
But, like, I think that when all this Simmons stuff started and he's like, you know, my mental health isn't, like, allowing me to play, like a lot of people were skeptical about it, and I like on this show I was like, maybe he is, maybe he ain't. I don't know. Like it ain't my place to say.
Yeah.
But like it is really valid that like a toxic work environment can have an effect on your mental health, and just because you're a professional athlete, like that shouldn't be like poo-poo. Like, oh, just suck it up. You get paid to play here, so you should have to.
You
It's
get
like,
paid to go to work.
so like he said something in his thing where you know like they asked him about like people think you faking. He's like, hey man, I had some dark times over these last 6 months, and like I'm glad that I can smile
He's
now.
like, y'all should be happy.
Yeah.
To see me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't knock him for the issues, like you mentioned, in the toxic work environment for him. And he said it started even before the playoff stuff, like where he just was not in a good space. So,
And I think like people have alluded to like he had like personal stuff going on even before that he was dealing with.
and just trying to push through.
Yeah.
And one thing about him being a net now is that he's actually closer to his family. He mentioned that he's like 30 minutes away from family now, and he was like, that's going to be super clutch to have them that close. So that's another support system that he's going to have while he's in Brooklyn. So I'm happy that he got that.
And like I was gonna say before blow the whistle, but it kind of fits here. It's like people were criticizing, not everybody, but like there were comments on Twitter criticizing LeBron for like enjoying the Super Bowl. It's like these people's lives aren't just the sport that they play.
Exactly.
So like, yes, LeBron can be in the midst of a losing streak and go out on the town and have a good time. Like that's fine. Like I'm sure you have shitty days at work and then you go home and go out to
Turn
dinner.
up.
Right.
Mhm.
Like,
Damn, I need this drink real quick, bro. Let me go ahead and just decompress. Let me get this long bath. Like even if you just go in and just take a bath, bro, that's a low lit. Like yeah, you still decompressing, you still enjoying yourself. You have time to yourself to have like just do whatever. Like that's all. They have that still too, bro. After y'all done stress their ass out all day on social media, we done talked about their ass 24/7. The least they can do is go enjoy themselves somewhere else. Well, that's it.
Time to get away. Just that's why I play video games. Like it's everybody got their thing. Everybody got their thing.
like somebody like Ben Simmons can be going through things that make him not want to play for the Sixers anymore. That might not be just, he almost got traded or he doesn't get the ball enough or things like that. It could be like, yo, this ain't a good city for me. This ain't a good spot for me.
Gotta go. I gotta go.
Like I know a certain ex-Bucks player was like going through a divorce, like when they were playing bad in the bubble, and it's like
you're going through a divorce right now. Like,
The money you want from me?
I'm trying. What CJ said, I'm trying,
Jennifer.
Like, chill. I'm trying.
just give these athletes a little bit of grace. Like, yes, they're well compensated. Yes, they're famous. Yes, they're probably living out your dreams. But at the same time,
Money wise,
I mean, even just playing the sport, like professionally, like there are so many people like, oh man, I would kill to, be an NBA player. It's like,
personally, all that traveling consistently, then you gotta play and you're tired, you're jet lagged,
but like,
also,
don't nobody think about that.
And also, like, then your job is your body, so then you can't I can go home and be like, I'm gonna McDonald's and do that to myself because it ain't gonna affect my job.
But then you're gonna have people joking on Twitter like you wearing a fat suit, like James Harden, like
it's tough.
You looking like you a McDouble. Like, shut your ass.
What they say, more money, more problem. More money, more problem. So
Well, I guess like my point is like people look at the glitz and glamour of the job and say, oh, I want that. So like you should be happy that you have the privilege to play a sport or whatever. It's like, yeah, but they still human beings at the end of the day, and just because like you think you would be happy in their situation doesn't mean that they automatically should be.
exactly.
You're right.
Not to say.
Next.
Bucks planned on signing and then did sign DeAndre
It's not
Bembry.
official.
Oh
yet.
damn! It's
It's-
still unofficial, bro.
They just announced it.
That's what I thought they was announcing. It was
He's
official.
expected
bro.
to sign
They
tomorrow.
announced they expected to sign.
God dang it. Well, Bembry would be signed with the Bucks by tomorrow. The Nets released him, but we already know. After a 2-year ban, they have allowed the NBA and NBPA are allowing Tyreek Evans back into the league.
I completely forgot about that, brother,
did too.
until I saw the tweet that he was
Yeah.
coming back. I said, oh,
I think he's the first player to be reinstated after being banned since Birdman,
he is.
which
Yes.
was a long ass time
I think
ago.
that was 2000.
because like I remember OJ got banned, and I think it was maybe 06. But like OJ Mayo got banned, and he's just not been let back in because like you have to jump through so many hoops just to be able to.
Birdman was reinstated in 2008. But yeah,
shout out to Tyreek for doing whatever he had to do to get back into the league.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's been working out with like
Beasley. He's been working out with Michael Beasley. Shout out to the Bees.
Again, Bucks need help on the wing. Like I wouldn't hate it. Like,
I
bring him in for a tryout, see what he got.
I'm talking about Tyreek. You talking about Beasley?
I'm talking about Tyreek.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Bees just showed me he's
I always love you, Bees.
Yeah.
I will always love you
from afar. On another team.
Okay, what's next?
Last thing. For transactions, NBA point guard Courtney Vandersloot has agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the defending WNBA champions Chicago Sky. Chicago has lost 2 key players from its championship team, and center Stephanie Dawson, who signed with the New York Liberty, and Diamond Shields, who was sent in a trade to Phoenix. The Sky received point guard Julie Alleman in the deal.
Is Kylie Quigley coming back to?
I would assume so.
I also know Chicago signed what's her name? Kaiser Gondrasek. She was like the 4th overall pick last year in the draft. Like she wound up.
Oh yeah. I did hear
the
that.
fever halfway through the year because she had her own mental health things to deal with. They released her over the offseason. Now she's trying to get back
to it.
She's the one that everybody was going crazy over because she was fine at the draft.
Okay.
Now the transactions are wrapped up. Just a little one that kind of segues to the last point that we have for the topic discussion. Peyton and Eli Manning. Their Monday Night Football with Peyton and Eli was such a hit that they agreed to an extension. They're gonna be back on ESPN doing their simulcast, and there were some moments.
Oh yeah,
from them having that.
Definitely enjoyable.
I'm glad it's back. Get Marshawn back on there.
I was just going to say he needs to be like every other week or something.
Like I hope that they bring it like into a studio. Like I get that part of the appeal is like they're in their own little man caves, but like maybe just because like stuff is so awkward over Zoom, like maybe bring it into a studio where they can kind of interact with each other in person.
And I think it could have also been COVID too, where it's like
that's
we know for a fact like now like it's set up in a way where we know this can always go. The show can always go. And last but not least, some Winter Olympic news. I'm not going to be able to pronounce her name, so I don't want to butcher it, but there was a Russian figure skater. I believe her first name is Camilla. Tested positive for a banned substance, but she's going to be able to skate.
Huh? How that work?
Apparently her age affords her protections as a minor in the anti-doping rules.
So you can just...
That's what...
I think that... And I could be paraphrasing like a summary or something I read, so like do not quote me on this at all, look it up yourself. From what I understand is like because she's a minor, like she's not responsible for whatever she puts in her body. Like why that would then allow her to compete against athletes that
didn't have to be responsible.
That doesn't make sense.
Which, you know, the Russians are already in trouble for, you know, doping.
So they had to change just the...
So now this is going to be the ROC? Like
ROCC?
And then also Aaron Jackson became the first Black woman to win an Olympic speed skating medal. She won gold in the 500 meters just 6 years after she learned how to ice skate.
Oh, that's dope.
Like I saw the video when she was first out there, and then to see her like
busting
winning gold.
That's a dope.
I was like, dang. Then I was like, maybe there's hope for me to learn how to
I can't ice skate. Nigga, I'm out there look like them old school movies and shit where motherfuckers be falling. And all they be doing is flailing like a motherfucker.
Like I've never done ice skating. I was always nervous because like one time I went roller skating, I fell, and then somebody rolled over my finger with the roller skates. I'm like, nope, it's bad because it's a blade.
It's
like,
gonna be off.
I'm done.
Yeah. Straight noodle legs.
I used to love ice skating,
like Dandy and shit.
Yeah, bro.
I used to be able. I used to go to the pet and stuff. Like I used to like ice skating. I used to like roller skating, stuff like that.
So I'm curious. I would love for you to go ice skating again, and I got
to take Malik and Sam.
I'll be curious to know like if you can still do it because I went. My niece had a skating party years ago, and I had went. And I'm like, let me get some rollerblades. Damn, I used to be cold on these blades.
I want 40-wheel joints, bro.
I put them rollerblades on. My ankles kept doing like.
You ain't got the strength. ranks no
Hey,
more.
my
Yeah.
ankles would not stop
Oh,
moving.
shit.
I went right back to the front. I said,
Yeah.
"Can I get some with 4 wheels,
Yo.
evenly distributed?" On
This
the
shit out
skate?"
here, death and shit.
I could not do it.
I'm too big before. I can't take them falls like this, bro. Fall.
Do you roller skate?
Hell no, I can't roller
Oh,
skate.
bro,
You can't roller skate?
if you'd have added roller skating to your bag, you'd have been out here.
I used to go for the chicks, but then I'm like, oh, you can't roller skate.
If you
skate
added it
with
to the
me.
bag.
I'm like, who gonna get both of us up? You can't pick me up, shit.
Pick yourself up.
Yeah, they used to be-
Bro, I can't
No,
roller
when
skate,
you
I
fell,
can't
when
skate.
you fall, like you
Oh, you
fall.
feel
You
that.
be falling nasty.
You feel that, but and then everybody see,
Champ,
cause it be a lot of studs. Everybody look around. Who the fuck is that?
ask your wife about this. So, random story. When me and Sam were younger, our school used to rent out Butler, and we would the whole school would go to Butler, which I feel like was kind of common. back
It was.
then.
We did that too.
And I remember I was skating around, I was doing my thing, and Butler and they wall, they have like seats
Mm-hmm.
in the wall on the skating rink. So Sam was sitting down on one of those seats, and she was trying to get my attention. And I missed her the first time around, and then I thought she got up, and then I came back, and she was still waving me down, and I was going so fast. I was trying to stop in time to come and sit next to her. I just bounced off the wall and flew right back into the ring.
Boy, them mugs was like a styrofoam, kind of like a cushion, but it wasn't a
It
cushion.
wasn't-
It was
it
like a
wasn't a real
styrofoam,
cushion.
but it was
I
a
fell.
wall behind that mug.
I fell twice. I hit the wall, and that hurt. And then I fell, and then I was on the ground.
And that was the move. You gotta turn around real fast right before you get there.
Yeah,
Go,
we said, I tried. First of all, I couldn't even spin that quick to turn my back to the wall. It was just face first into the wall onto the skate.
We used to go. Me and my cousins used to go every Sunday.
I really have been wanting to go roller skating though for a while.
I'll go. They got the walker things. I go to them.
I'm not. You're not about to be out here.
Oh wow! You got little tennis balls on the bottom of your shit, bro.
Oh, but y'all-
On ice,
Who that old ass nigga
bro.
over there?
You don't get him off the ice.
Oh, shit.
No, I gotta go skate. That's gonna be on my list.
I do got one more thing before we close it out.
Mm.
Elimination Chamber is on Saturday.
Dang, is it?
It is.
Yes, it is.
In Saudi Arabia, right?
In Saudi Arabia.
Oh, so that's how they doing it now.
The
They
show will
doing-
start at 12 p.m. Eastern.
You said Saturday.
Saturday, so 11 a.m. Oh, yeah, 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
Kickoff show will be 10 a.m. on Saturday. Real quick, the card: Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, Riddle, AJ Styles in an Elimination Chamber match. I want to see that. You got Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, Nikki ASH, and Alexa Bliss joined last night for the Women's Elimination Chamber for a chance to be in the match for a Raw Women's Championship. Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. Becky Lynch versus Lita for the Raw Women's Championship. And the Usos versus the Viking Raiders for the SmackDown Tag Titles. Ronda Rousey and Naomi versus Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. And Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in the Falls Count Anywhere. It sounds like they just
I
threw
don't
this
even know
shit
who
together.
Mad Cat
What
Moss
the fuck is
is.
that?
Who
He's the
that?
dude that's with Baron Corbin. He's the,
Oh, they were the suspenders?
yeah, with the suspended
Oh,
dude.
Hey,
The only
they-
things I really want to see is the Roman match.
Hey, they starting to flame Ken in the comments,
Oh,
man.
nigga, what?
Triple T said, "Yo ass too old for a walker," and then
Who
Shell
cussed?
said, "Not the walker."
Hey, bro, y'all niggas gonna come help a nigga up? Shit, nigga.
No,
Hey, you got to roll yourself up, fam.
No, I'm falling, nigga. I'm taking motherfuckers down with me.
Oh,
Fuck
you
that.
one of them?
Random motherfuckers.
oh, see that's why you can't help nobody up, bro. You be seeing people fall, you want to help them up, and you can skate by, and I'm like,
Hell
yeah,
no.
can't even do it.
Somebody coming down with
Can't
me.
even do it, bro. Y'all be like people that be in the water and you pull everybody down. Like, no, bro, can't do that. I'm trying to save you. Stop trying to kill me. I'm trying to save you.
Help me.
All right. Yeah. So that's it for the topic discussion. Any blow the whistles this week?
Negative.
Oh shoot, we gonna get out here in time to see the verse. All right, let's get into the Tech Top 5 then.
5, 4, 3.
2.
1.
Tech Top 5.
Last week's Tech Top 5 was Best Black Biopics. I saw one vote,
Damn.
and that was for Tim.
Hey, take the dub.
Hey.
That can't get no win.
Yeah, I just want to say, Ken, Tim still in the comments flaming you, fam. I just want to draw your attention
Oh
to, the,
damn.
to to the comment
what?
section
All right.
of this show.
All right.
Better wiggle your ass to the end. L.
Oh, shit. Hell no.
Yeah, promote that one.
Yeah, leave that one up there. We appreciate the HAs.
Hell no.
This week, y'all, we are doing best black sitcom characters of the 90s. Very specific parameters around that, and if you know anything about TV, you understand why. Because there's just so many dope black characters, you got to kind of do it decade by decade at this point. So, that being said, Tim.
Ken, how about you go first this week? Why don't we go ahead and flip that?
Oh, go ahead. I got a question.
gotta ask somebody.
Does all that count as a sitcom or no?
I feel like it does. That's a variety show.
That's
So
definitely
that's
a
not-
variety
that's
show.
what I
That's
gotta
like
back up.
SNL. It's not a sitcom.
Okay, bet. All right. So my five at 5, I got the Wayne brothers.
Okay.
Do they count as a duo? Can you
No.
do that? You gotta pick one.
Character.
Sean.
Okay.
Sean Wayans. No. Which one? Marlon.
Martin was the goofy one.
Yeah, no, Marlon. I like Marlon. He's that nigga funny. And then at 4, Steve Urkel.
Mm-hmm.
3, Uncle Phil.
Mm-hmm.
2, Martin Payne.
Mm.
And then 1, Will Smith, the Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
All right. I do have a clarifying question. The Cosby Show started in the 80s, but it ran through the end of the 90s. Are we counting Cosby Show characters?
That's
I mean, I
all.
don't call Cosby Show for anything, but like you want to, like you can't.
You can.
Bet that right on up. Okay. Well, in that case, then number 5, I'm going with Jodie Landon from Daria. If you watch Daria,
we can do.
oh no, you know
See,
what?
yeah,
You're right.
that's what we
You're
said,
right.
no
You're right.
cartoons.
You're right.
That was gonna change my list.
You're right. You absolutely
Yeah, my
right.
list would have been.
You're right. In that case, number 5, I'm gonna go with Shanae Jenkins.
God damn.
Like, come on, man. Like, I knew like Martin, of course, like, but the side characters Martin played.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna make sure I got that. 5, I'm going with Shanae. 4, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with Khadijah James from Living Single.
Indeed.
Khadijah, a character that I always related very much to. Number 3, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Claire Huxtable because she was the truth, and she's still the truth. Unlike
Except when she's
yeah, except when she's defending her TV husband.
It's real to me, damn it.
caught up in the decision. Sean Wayans.
Yeah, nigga, I
on
switched
your
to saying
ass,
Marlon,
man.
nigga.
Turn
Turn this shit off. Ain't nobody turn the comments off, goddamn it. Nigga gonna come at the end of the show. Fuck you. Nah, man.
Oh, Tim been here for a minute.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Number 2, I'm going with the Fresh Prince, Will Smith, and then number 1, I'm going with Uncle Phil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince gets 2 on my list.
As I was going through this list, I'm like, I don't want that. I'm drawn to like black dads now. Like I really like resonate with them characters.
And Uncle Phil,
Hated him as a
Shell's
kid.
laughing at Tim that Can't Get a Flame.
All the HAs, bro.
Hell no.
But no, I've always loved, like, y'all know my story. Like, I grew up with my uncle, so Uncle Phil is the character that like is
He resonates with a lot of folks.
yeah, untouchable. Uncle Phil is untouchable.
So in that vein, number 5, I got Ray Campbell. Sister.
Oh, they pops like that. Yeah, he's
4, Jamie King from Jamie Foxx
Foxx
Show.
Show.
3, Will Smith from Fresh Prince. 2, Maxine Shaw.
Come on with the
Turning
Living
It
Single
Okay.
love. Turning It
I
love.
fucks with Maxine. She was funny.
Living Single needs him.
Yeah.
That's a great show.
Like I wanted to put more women on here, but then and number 1, Philip Banks.
Philip Banks.
Fair enough.
You remember
That show was funny.
yeah.
That shit was funny
Techno and niggas.
as hell,
Bro, it was on acid.
Uncle Phil was about to choke Will out when he saw that shit.
God, on so many occasions.
He said, I tried to jab it up.
Oh shit, that was hilarious.
So in that vein though, Uncle Phil actually is my number 5. I'm only gonna put him at number 5 because I could not stand Uncle Phil as when I was younger. I'm like, bro, why he always in my man's business?
Gotta be.
But now that I'm grown and I got kids and shit, I'm like,
Shit makes sense.
stay in that motherfucker's business, bro. If you don't, he gone. It's a wrap. Number 4, I do have Jamie King from the Jamie Foxx show. And then you know how many people use "The Day I Married My Angel" as a song for weddings and shit for a minute.
I really wished I liked that show more, but I
love Jamie Foxx.
It definitely has some highlight moments in it, but like I could never consistently get into it. Same way with the Marlon Brothers show. I just could never consistently get into
Pops,
it.
that nigga.
Pops was my favorite part of the show.
Pop that mood.
Shake that booty.
Hey, they're cute at Pops.
My father-in-law refers to me as Cutie Pie. I think of Pops often. Yeah. Pie.
Number 3, actually, Jeffrey the Butler.
Let's go.
I fuck with
Let's
Jeffrey,
go.
dog.
It was funny.
Jeffrey honestly was a big part of the show with all of his like subliminal joints and just like his reactions in the background.
Like the funniest shit is like it would be like something would be said and then there'll be like a pause and then you just see Jeffrey like walk into the frame and you know he's gonna say some shit.
Will was asking Uncle Phil how to do. He's trying to take it. Oh, he was like, "Hey, you're looking at a chick across the way," and he was like, "Now Vivian, my wife, you know, we wouldn't notice." I look at him like, "Oh yeah, she's beautiful, baby, but the name she ain't got nothing on you," or something like that, some line that he gave, and I was like, you know, that was pretty slick, that was smooth. And then he was like, to Uncle Phil, he was like, "You be my wife, Vivian," and he was like, "Why I gotta be Vivian?" And then he was like, "You be my wife." Jeffrey walked in, and was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, that was kind of fucked up." It's like that's out of context. Bro.
I would love for us to also do a top 5, like I don't know what you call them characters, but the ones that got all the
Supporting
zingers.
cast.
No, like the ones that got the zingers. Like
Zingers.
I know what you're talking about.
Like,
best
that's
one,
what
like the
Jeffrey-
one-liners.
that was Jeffrey.
The punchline.
Like, yeah, it's always a character where it's like, because Maxine was one of them characters too, where she just kept coming with it.
That's true. Braxton was that guy in the Jamie Foxx show.
Why didn't you pick Pops?
He figured he thought he had to pick one of the brothers.
If that's a group,
That
the
is
Grand
Jeffrey.
Canyon is a ditch. Jeffrey has some bars.
Number 2, I got the player from the Himalaya. I said Jerome in the house. I said Jerome in the house. I said Jerome in the house. Ooh, ow. That was my
When
shit.
he was spicing up, I just started doing the extra, like,
Random
spinning
shit.
around in the circle.
Put the boots out. Look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes.
Man. Hey, Tommy was hilarious. I don't know why.
Tommy was fun. Cole was a
Because
trip.
I laugh like that nigga, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga Tommy, though. Got the draws, bro.
Got the draws is one of the funniest
Man.
moments.
I swear.
And
Got the draws.
what does GTD stand for? Please tell the court. Got the. Say what? We cannot hear you. Got the draws, okay? He tried that mumble. It did not work.
Not at all.
Got the draws.
And number 1, Will Smith,
Whoa, yo,
Fresh
snap.
Prince.
Yeah, man. That's
So
why.
good.
I know that's why a lot of people don't want to watch Bel Air
It's really good.
Just
Because
don't want to hurt it.
because Fresh Prince is so iconic. Like the show
Dragonfly
itself.
Jones.
Dragonfly Jones.
Oh,
Young
shit.
whippersnapper.
Man, you can do a top 5 Martin.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
for real.
People fuck with Pee Wee. I didn't really care for Pee Wee like that.
Is that his name on the show with the Pee Wee? I feel like it was something else.
We can find
Which
out.
one was that?
The kid Roscoe.
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 Although I know it ain't Pee Wee.
I'll call him Pee Wee.
Roscoe. Yeah. Yeah, he had a few.
Silence.
Bob. No. One of my favorites that he didn't do often was Bob from marketing.
Yeah. Bob Marketer was funny as shit.
Somebody came to the Halloween party.
Louis.
The year I left early when I was Prince, I should have stayed to get my money, but and Luis was not trying to hit me. I was like, fam, you know we would have split that if I not would have outright won it. Like, come on, fam. I embodied Prince that whole night. I even left when no one knew I left. People kept saying, "Where'd she go?" I thought she was
She
going.
levitated out there.
But yeah, that's the show this week. We're gonna try to get out of here and catch the Bucks, catch the verses. What else is going on? I'll tell you a lot of stuff happening tonight, but it's wild for a Tuesday. But hey, it is what it is. We hope y'all enjoyed the show.
What was Cedric the Entertainer's character last name on Steve Harvey?
Couldn't even tell you.
Damn. What was this? I don't.
Cedric. I want to say Cedric Henderson, but that don't sound feel right.
Steve Harvey
You would think it would be Bear the way she was calling him Seti Bear.
But yeah, honorable mentions. I had him, Dwayne Wayne, Tia Landry, Jeffrey Butler. So I ain't watching Marcus, so I ain't gonna.
Fair enough.
Otis.
Otis is funny.
Boy, yeah. That's a show this week, y'all.
Boy.
Hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review. If you are on the YouTube watching the stream, make sure that you
Appreciate
like the video. If you are not subscribed, make sure you do that. I do want to shout out Triple T while he's in the comments. Saw you watching the trade deadline and dropping comments while you was watching it, even though it went live. Really appreciate that. Run up that engagement. Appreciate that.
You know, it's always love, brother.
Appreciate that.
Gotta go see what he was saying because apparently he be flaming us in the comments.
Oh, hold on. Nigga.
No, he was his comments were when y'all were talking about how the East was stacked, and he was just putting his order of the East. Shout out to him.
Shut up, brother.
Yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on the Twitter and Instagram and PSN Streets if you're trying to play 2K at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE, because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you, sir.
Have you shamed him back into playing 2K yet?
I'm off it.
Huh? You saying me?
He's talking about the episode last time when you said, "Oh, you got time." I was like, "You be on Madden every day."
Still ain't got time.
Ain't nothing changed. I ain't
Your-
never getting that go kart.
At your Milwaukee Bucks burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. KHarris216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. I like how I built that up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all next week, though. Somebody loves it. Somebody loves you. Wow. Yeah,
Please cut that off.
I got that off too.
We
I got
outta
that
here.
off too.